If this doesn't sum up our franchise so far, I don't know what does. Ricochets off Anderson's glove over to Holiday for the out. Last episode, we promoted Hernandez to the Major League roster. This decision was driven not only by his outstanding performance in AAA, but also by the strategic move to accelerate his career. As we progress through May, we'll be applying the same evaluation to every player on our roster. Our goal in Pittsburgh is to build a sustainable future, and to achieve that, our decisions need to be grounded in performance metrics rather than just potential. Currently, we don't have a clear-cut superstar, which means no player's position is guaranteed based on reputation. While some might argue that Cruz, Reynolds, and Hayes are untouchables, our priority remains clear. We're here to win, not play favorites. For the remainder of May, we'll continue to make minor adjustments to the team. We'll hold off on any significant changes until a solid 2 months of performance data is in our hands. But we're going to take a look at the entire organization, every single level. Our focus will shift more towards promotions and demotions based on actual performance rather than mere potential. Franz Talbot's another one that we need to hold off on and be careful. I really want to promote him and see what he could do in the big leagues, but in reality, he probably could use more time at AA first. We got to get through the next several games before we start these evaluations. It's going to be an exciting time for the Pittsburgh series, but now, for the pivotal moment, Manuel Hernandez is preparing for his Major League debut. Let's see how it goes. I don't think we called up Hernandez too early. I think it was just right. He's been performing pretty well in AAA. I think he's going to be solid in the big leagues for us. We face off against the Twins today. They're having a pretty good start to their year, but there he is, Manuel Hernandez, making his Major League debut at home. Nice setup for him. He started 6 games in AAA with a 3-2 record, 36.2 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3.44 ERA, and a 1.20 whip. All of those statistics, if they remain the same in the big leagues, we'll be beyond thrilled, excited about this kid. He's still young. He's still got a lot of development to do. Gosh, I'm excited about him. Second round pick in the first draft of this series, and he's the first one we call up. Franz Talbot, a little jealous, but he's got a lot more development to do. His ceiling might be a little higher than Hernandez's, but it's going to take him a little longer to get there. Willie Castro, the first batter that Hernandez faces here, starts off first pitch just outside with the changeup. 14-19 coming into this game, 4 games out of the wild card. That one misses as well with the fastball. The location of these pitches, pretty solid so far. Hernandez not excited about the 2-0 count on 2 borderline pitches there. Gonna try a fastball in the inside corner. That is popped up in the air for the first out in Hernandez's career. Hayes is under it, 1 away. Marte up to bat here. He is batting .247 on the season. Tries to bunt. Hernandez wants nothing to do with that. The fastball's outside. Now that we see that, we're going to try to throw a slider on the outside and see if we can get him to chase on that as well. And he does. 0-2 count to Marte. Try to finish him off with the changeup on the outside corner. And that is Hernandez's first Major League strikeouts. Pretty solid start so far. 6 pitches there, right? 2 outs and 6 pitches? Yeah. Marte's not sure what he saw there on the mound. That's pretty awesome. That brings up Yandy Diaz. He's batting .308 this year. That catches the corner, strike 1. I do like his control so far for a young pitcher. It seems like we're able to locate the pitches where we want to, and his attributes are good enough to get him close enough to that location as we get another 0-2 count here. That's a fly ball to Reynolds. Is that going to leave the yard? Reynolds is back. He gets it. 0-0 through the top of the first. Let's see if we can get some run support for Hernandez. Well, Reynolds hits a 2-run home run. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Hernandez has a lead in the top of the second. Byron Buxton up to bat here. He's 2-13 for the year, 0-2 counts. And Hernandez gets his second strikeouts. Boy, the drop on that changeup is nice. Fooling these batters so far. Scouting report will get out on him. They'll make their adjustments, but so far Hernandez is looking like a future ace of this team. Ryan Jeffers up to bat here. Strike 1. 295 on the year for him so far. Pretty solid lineup for the Twins. Team has been improving over the last few years. There's a ground ball to Bay. Fields it cleanly. 2 away in the top of the second. Carlos Carrera up to bat here. 321 batting average. Fouled off the first pitch. 0-1 pitch coming in. Carrera was a Rookie of the Year in 2015. 0-2 count. Hernandez with another opportunity to strike out a batter here. Tries the slider again. 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. 6 up, 6 down. We move into the top of the third. Zawinski with an RBI single makes it 3-0 Pittsburgh. Royce Lewis up to bat. 358. Super hot start for him. 16 RBIs. He's second on the Twins for RBIs so far this year. We got a 1-1 count. Pitch count super low for Hernandez so far. Just mowing through these batters. 2-1 count now. Just misses the outside corner there. Try a fastball here to put Lewis away. Here it is. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Hernandez. Mowing through them. Matt Wallner started off the year 213. That ball just misses the corner. 1-0 counts to Wallner. That one also just misses the bottom of the zone. 2-0 counts. Hernandez falling behind here. 3-0 counts with 3 pitches that could have been considered strikes. Pretty solid placement of pitches there. 3-0 pitch, strike 1. And these are the type of situations I want to see Hernandez in. How does he perform when he's behind in counts? And then we'll see maybe later in the game if he gets runners in scoring position, how he puts away the teams, how he battles through that adversity. Full count here, 3-2. Big pitch. That's going to be a base hit. Reynolds going to field it here. It caroms off the wall. He throws it in. First hit Hernandez has given up is a double. 1 out in the top of the third. That brings up Jesus Sanchez. Ground ball to Bay. That'll move the runner to third. Sanchez is retired. 2 outs. Castro up again here for his second at bat. 0-1 count. Runner at third. 2 outs. This is what we're talking about. How will Hernandez work out of the stretch here? Got a ground ball for the first batter. Runners at third now with 2 outs. Just got to prevent a base hit here to get out with no runs scored in the inning. And that is right to Cruz. Through 3-0 Pirates. Marte up to bat here in the top of the fourth. Still 3-0. Strike 1. So far, Hernandez's stuff has been pretty solid. Like I said multiple times, the control is what's really impressing me. And we're able to put the pitches exactly where we want to. And we're not missing a lot of spots as we get another strikeout there of Marte. That is 5 so far in the game. The real question early in his career is how deep into these games can he hold on to this control and his velocity. Velocity is not a huge part of Hernandez's package here with pitches, so that'll be something that's not as much of a concern, as he's going to be a real off-speed pitch thrower. Location, mixing up the locations against the batters is really going to be his thing from what I get pitching with him so far. I hope the simulation does the same thing. Ground ball to Hayes, 2 away. But honestly, compared to any of the pitchers that I've used so far on our team, I do feel like Hernandez might end up being the top dog. Skeens, he's just struggling a little bit. He's not progressing as we thought he would. His ERA is still above 5. But Hernandez coming in here so far, another 2-0 count on borderline pitches and just getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, but he'll do all right. But yeah, Skeen's not developing like we should, and so we've documented a lot with Jones. He's turning it around, trying to get his first win still. But Hernandez here, gosh, I can't say enough. I do like he missed on a slider there, but he's getting them to chase every once in a while. As we're rambling a little bit here in the fourth, this guy's awesome. I'm excited about seeing how he progresses. Let's see if we can get Buxton out here after a bunch of pitches on 3 and 2. Just one of these at-bats that happens in the show, and it's a little frustrating, but it does happen in real life. Sometimes there's 13, 14 pitch at-bats where the guys are just fouling off. Sometimes the pitcher caves and walks them. Sometimes it ends in an out. Sometimes it ends in a big home run. And you got to think right here, the Twins are thinking this is winning. Getting that pitch count up. The pitch count was super low until this at-bat. All of a sudden, we're at 50 pitches in the outing here in the 4th inning. Just can't get this guy to not foul off the pitches. insane at bat here. Here's another 3-2 pitch and another foul ball. 12 pitches so far in this at bat. Pitch number 13. Can that do it? It walks him. Try to get him to chase low there. Just a frustrating at bat. Really hurts the pitch count there. The Jeffers is up to bat next. He's 0 for 1 today. The changeup is in there for strike 1. We had 2 outs, so not too worried about the runner at first. Just got to get Jeffers retired. Maybe a ground ball to get us out of the inning. There we go. Bay gets it, fields it cleanly, over to Walker. Through 4. Scoreless are the Twins. 3-0 Pittsburgh. We got a 1-2 count here in the top of the 5th. Still 3-0. Pitch incoming. 62 of the outing. 2-2 count. We'll do the 2-2 pitch here and just miss the plate. Full count. So these batters for the Twins are starting to be a little more patient, not chasing at the pitches as much as they were early in the outing, as that's a foul ball. That was super close. Full count. We'll do it again. But yeah, their patience is getting a little better, not chasing that slider on the outside corner like they were. That's 1 out. So Hernandez left to adjust the way he's pitching, or it's just going to be a tougher outing here. Royce Lewis up to bat here. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 count. Up to 66 pitches. I'm not sure how far the skipper will let him pitch in this one, his first outing. Trying to remember on the AAA starts, I feel like he got into the 80s before he was getting real tired, so the stamina might be pretty decent. So we get a 1-2 count here on a check swing there. See if we can strike him out. Does not chase. So they were chasing those almost every time at the beginning. Nice to see him adjust. A lot of longer at bats late in the outing, but trying to get through 5 so we can get Hernandez up for the win potentially. Ground ball to Bay. 2 outs in the 5th. Wallner up to bat here. He is 1 for 1 today. He's got 1 of the base hits for the Twins. Strike 1. He swings at an inside fastball there. Reynolds able to run it down. No runs through 5 innings. Is that just 1 hit and 1 walk? What an outing for Hernandez. What an outing. 3 more runs for the Pirates. Reynolds with the solo home run. Hayes with 2 RBIs as well. If this is what we're going to get from Hernandez on a regular basis, my goodness, we have a new Cy Young winner. What you'll learn from me is I get super excited way too early and super frustrated way too early. I need to slow my roll. 1 outing, 5 innings pitched tells us really nothing about Hernandez besides the fact that the potential is real. 6-0 in the 6th inning, 1 out. Facing Castro again. Can we get through 6 cleanly here? Cruising to his first win. Hernandez with strike 2 there. Can't state enough. The location and control is really important for pitchers. Doing a great job. Another fly ball to Reynolds. 2 away in the top of the 6th. Marte up to bat here. He's 0 for 2 today. Strike 1 on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. So he's not going to overpower you. Somewhat of a finesse pitcher. The curveball there was 81 miles an hour. Let's try a little cutter here. Catch the plate. 87 miles an hour at that. 1-2 count. My idol growing up was Greg Maddux, and that's what I like to style I try to pitch, is paint the corners, change the location, get some movement on the ball. You're not really going to overpower anybody. Well, that's what I want to see out of Hernandez here. 1-2 pitch. Let's see if we can set him down. There's a fly ball to Zawinski. That'll take us through 6. Well, 5.5. 6-0 Pirates. The skipper does leave him in for the 7th inning, facing off Diaz here. Top of the 7th, 6-run game. Pitch count is at 86. Starting to see a little bit of the control slipping away. Fastball is down to 89 miles an hour. Learning a lot about this young guy. 1-1 pitch. Swings through the curveball. 1-2. There's the alert that the pitcher's getting tired. 88 pitches is where we saw it today. Ground ball to Walker. 1 out in the 7th. That brings up Buxton. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. There's a deep fly ball to right field. That was the thing I was worried about with him, was giving up the home run. There's the long ball. 2nd hit of the game for the Twins. 6-1. That's all right. 5-run lead. Might have been the coach's fault there for leaving him in a little too long, but we'll let him face 1 more batter at least here as Jeffers is up. 0-1 count to him. Swings through the changeup. 0-2. Can we get Hernandez through 7 here? Strikeout on the slider. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 6-1 Pirates. Will this be the day that really catapults this team? This will be a 3-game winning streak if we win this game. Or will it be 2? I think it'll be a 2-game winning streak. We'll have to double check that. But that one just missed on the outside corner. We got a 1-1 count here. 6-1 ball game. Trying to get through 7 in his first outing. 1-2 pitch incoming. There it is. Go to the middle of the 7th, the 7th inning stretch. 6-1 lead. And Ferguson does come in, and I'm unable to figure out how to get back to these games when player lock. So we do win. Hernandez gets his first win of his career. Solid outing. We get 7 innings, 2 hits. I believe it was 7 strikeouts, 1 run given up, and 1 walk. I'll take that every time. Well, after that great outing by our 2nd-round pick last year, let's go find some more. And I haven't shown much of what we've been doing in scouting yet. We are in week 5 here, getting ready to set up scouting for that. And I figured we would start going through some of these prospects here and take a look at the newcomers to the league and get to know them a little bit. And so far, nothing really stands out. We have Randall Lyons here. Hits per 9, strikeouts per 9, pretty low. Everything else looks awesome. His velocity looks impressive. Pitch break looks pretty good. Home runs, walks looks pretty good to start with. Potential's super high. Fielding, not so much. Not really worried about that, though. He does have 5 pitches, and he can get up to 99 miles per hour. And this is definitely a pitch combo I like to see. A slider in there, a curveball, a changeup as well, and 2 different types of fastballs. Somebody I'm really interested in. I think we won't switch that. We want to go to our pitching scouts, and we want to shore up this. We want to shore up our first pick of the draft and make sure we're ready for number 4 overall. We do have 45 overall as well in the 2nd round. So a couple good picks in these opportunities. Let's get to know Randall Lyons a little bit. We're going to make him the top priority. We'll get 76% of that scouted this week. As far as George here, just not super sold on him. Overall is going to be super high when he starts, but arm strength, arm accuracy, maybe a DH of the future. We got him 100% scouted. Let's find a different position player to scout. There's Dominic Anderson here, who has pretty decent numbers to start with as well, but also some of the similar issues in the field that we would have. Ryan Rhodes here, home runs will be a problem with him. Pitch control will be a problem to begin with. Eventually the home runs will be about average. Pitch control he can get up to a little bit above average, but not super excited about this one either. 4 pitches, 99 miles an hour as well. Cutter, slider, changeup. Not a bad combo there. John Hobson. Present stats don't look too great. If he is in the 90s, potential-wise, is going to be a project. It's going to take a few years to get up there. I think that might be a stretch for us, though. He's moved up to 15th from 29 on our board. Might be worth scouting him a little bit. Danny Watkins here, 72 to 96 potential. A 19-year-old, 1 year junior college. Gonna take a while to get to the big leagues. Really trying to find somebody in this first pick that we can see in action in a year or 2, not 3 or 4. So that's what we're gonna do here. Let's figure it out. Jude McCarthy. It's got a lot of power, not a lot of contact. Would be a long project. Closing pitchers would be nice, but for whatever reason, Marlin has dropped from number 1 on our board to number 9. I still like his statistics here and everything going on in his presence stats. So I'm not going to rule him out at all. And he's got a good combination of pitches there. He might be the pick at number 4. Man, I want to scout Gray Van Valkenburg just because his name. We might draft him late just because his name. But Diego here, we did scout a decent amount. We got 85% of his profile done. Just not a huge fan of those batting statistics. In the field, he would be a dream at shortstop. But what are you going to do with those low contact, low power, low vision, low discipline? And he barely gets to average on most of those. I think this is one I do. Joel here, I do want to scout. Needs a lot of work on fielding. He is 18 years old, but look at that contact. If he comes in at a 54 and 58 on contact, that's pretty impressive. Let's give him a go. He is a shortstop. Not sure we need any more in the organization right now, but if there was a project player, I think that would be it. As for discovery, I think we will edit this assignment and go to, I'm going to keep going with the outfield here. Let's go west outfield and see if we can discover anybody. Looking at the calendar here, we did win the series against the Twins, as we saw Hernandez's beautiful, beautiful outing. That leads to 3 more games at home against the Marlins. We have Jared Jones on the mound, Mitch Keller, Avedo, and then against the Reds, we have 4 games against them. It's time to get into some of this. I wanted to pick up another game with Jared Jones. He's been a hot topic in the comments, and he's starting to turn around his season. We just haven't gotten that first win for him yet, and I want to try to do that today. For all the comments that are saying we should adjust him, he's tearing it up in the big leagues, it's just a slippery slope. If we start doing that with players in our series, do we do the same thing with players that are struggling in real life? Where do we draw the line? I think that line was drawn when we started the series. I did make those small tweaks to his pitch speed and his pitch types. I will still make those small adjustments, but they didn't change his overall very much. Didn't change his potential either. You can see he's 0 for 4, 37 innings pitched, 5.11 ERA. We got to get him better. He has been trending in the right direction, but the lack of run support in the last 3 weeks or so has really struggled and caused him and prevented him from getting that first win. But he'll start off against Jazz. First pitch, strike looking, 0-1. 15-19 record. I'm not calling this season yet. We're not going to completely start moving faster. I want to see a couple months here. Really work on this team as Cruz dives for that. Yeah, Chaz is going to run that out. Rough base hit to start the game. Well, as I was saying, I'm not giving up on this team yet. I do want to see at least another month. See if we can go about 500 or better this month. Fight back into maybe the wild card running. I don't know if we'll get back into the division running after that slow start. But I feel like this team is way better than they're performing right now. Almost a double play there. We'll take one, though. Hayes with a nice play. Luis Ariz, gosh, seeing him on the trading block, it is super tempting. Kind of showed that as a joke last episode, but gosh, I really, really would like to pull the trigger on that. But we'd have to give up a lot of prospects to do so, and we're not in the position to do that yet. Ground ball. There we get our double play. Face the minimum. Yuri Perez has been on this series a lot. 0-0 going into the top of the second inning. Just outside. 1-0 counts. Oh, 3-0 count here. Barely missing on a few of these pitches. Right down the middle, we gave him a burger to hit, and he refused. 3-1 pitch. High in the zone. Bay cannot reach that. That'll be a base hit. First runner reaches in back-to-back innings. That brings up Willie Adames. Strike one. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Jared Jones. Slider just can't get much movement on that. Throws the changeup. Gets Adames to chase. Would like to see us figure this out. Like, what pitch is the go-to? Is it the 99-mile-an-hour fastball here to strike people out? I know he's got some crazy junk in real life that helps with that, but he doesn't have stuff like that yet in our playthrough. Slider just doesn't slide enough. See if the curveball can do it. It does. One away. De La Cruz up to bat, left that way over the plate. Got lucky there that he was ahead of it. Let's go with the curveball again. Got him. 2 down in the top of the second. Josh Bell up to bat with 2 outs and a runner on first. Hard hit down the line. That might play to run. Let's see. Reynolds struggles getting to it. You're at home, Reynolds. You got to know how things carom off the wall. Can that be an error? Earned run given up by Jones here on a nice opposite field base hit that should have been runners at the corners. Reynolds tried to cut it off. Just didn't get there. That almost killed us. Broken bat there. That'll retire the side. I thought that was a pop-up. I guess it was a grounder. Still no run support. Come on, offense. Bethencourt up to bat here. Curveball just misses. A little low. 1-0. Fastball over the plate there. That's going to get out of play. Moves the count to 1-1. See if he's building any confidence. That's a lot more movement in the slider. Okay. Like that. Let's see if we can start it inside. That's a good location right there. I thought he bobbled it. 1 away. Yeah, let's see. We gave up a base hit on the changeup last time to Jazz. 0-1 count. There's a slider. He gets a nice little bloop base hit on. Oh, no. Reynolds gets to it. 2 away. Julian up to bat. High fastball. Jones locates it. Gonna take it himself. Through 3 for Jones. 2 hits. 3 hits. 1 run given up. 1 hit for the Pirates. No runs. Cruz hits a solo home run. Attaboy. Attaboy. 1-1 ball game. That barely misses the plate. 1-0 count. Tried this change up a little low here. Arise does not bite at that. Jones up to 40 pitches so far. Command feels better than it did at the beginning of the season, but it's still a little off. We do have him doing those bullpen sessions as training to work on all the good stats that we need him to work on. There's a ground ball to Hayes. Fields it cleanly over to Walker. 1 away. There's a strike. 99-mile-an-hour fastball catches the corner. That's tough to face. 2-1. Berger gets under that one. Fly out to Reynolds. Should be 2 away. There it is. It's another guy I've had played with a lot in this game, and he's pretty fun. Pretty fun guy to play with there. 2 outs, runner at first. In the top of the 4th, 1-1 game. De La Cruz gets under 1. Sawinski cruising in. That retires the side. 1-1 still as we move to the 5th inning. Josh Bell up to bat. With a RBI double in his last at-bat. Slider just misses the plate there. Just a little low. 2-0 count. Starting to fall behind a few of these batters here. Trying to not just rely on the fastball. Mix up the pitches. But not getting Bell to bite. With Rosario up to bat next. 3-2 count. Let's see what this fastball's made of. 99 miles an hour. He is a little late on it. Reynolds is over to field it. 1 away in the 5th. 1-1 ball game. Eddie Rosario up to bat here. Hard hit just past Bay there. That'll be a single. Oh, that gets past. Oh, color off out there. Another double and a bloop. Scores a run. Jones, luck, just not there. Not getting enough run support. This isn't a bad outing from Jones here. It's just this team can't seem to piece together the games consistently with each other. The pitchers have a decent outing. The bats struggle. The bats light it up. The pitchers struggle. That's been the season so far. 2 outs here, runner at first. Fly ball to Reynolds. That should retire the side. Down by a run. Going into the bottom of the 5th. Needs some run support, Pirates. And there we go. Davis with an RBI triple and a run scored on an error. It is a 3-2 Pirates lead. Top of the 6th. Jared Jones still pitching. First pitch outside to Arise. One count. Fastball coming in. That's not a ball, but according to this blue, it is. 2-1 count. Just got to throw it right down the middle to get a strike here. 2-2 count. Fouled off. Blows the 99-mile-an-hour past him for his 4th strikeout of the game. Jared Jones here. See if he can hold on to this lead. Hand it over to the bullpen. Get his first win of his major league career. It's been a struggle. Whoa. Not getting any of these borderline pitches today. None of these calls. Fouled off, 2-2. Try to get him to chase on the slider outside. It's low. He chases anyways. Strikeout number 5. Jones's best outing so far. Feels very sharp. Feels like his command is much better than it was at the beginning of the year. And definitely better than it was last season. So he has a 1-2 count here to Adames. 2 outs to the top of the 6th. Can't get him to chase on that. I thought he was going to swing there. Try again on 2-2. Fouls it off just barely. So it's back-to-back fastballs. Let's try the changeup. Adjust the speed on him. He gets it. We got to cover the base. Walker takes it himself. 6 innings for Jones. Giving up 2 runs so far. But not a bad outing. Still 2-3 Pirates. Brian De La Cruz leads off the 7th inning. We get to see Jones go deep into the game as he takes the mound for the 7th. Starts off with a ball. 1-0. That's a ground ball to Cruz. He's able to field this one. 1 away. That brings up Josh Bell with a double RBI today. 1 out. Strike 1. We get that border pitch. Called our way. 0-1 count. Fouled off. 0-2. Jones going to try to strike him out here with the fastball. He does. He goes down looking. 6 strikeouts for Jones. Eddie Rosario. He is 1 for 2 today. That just misses the bottom of the plate there, the bottom of the zone. 1-0 pitch. That's another hard hit for a single. Really haven't given up any real one gapper, I guess. And this is where they're gonna pull him. Gives up a hit in the 7th. Oh, they do. They do. We'll see how far they let us, or how much they let us watch of this game. Would love to see the 9th inning. See if Jones can hold on for the win here. We jump to the top of the 9th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Josh Bell up to bat. Can Arebu get the save and get Jared Jones his first win? 1-1 count. Another 2-2 count. Arebu delivers. Gets him with the slider. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. 1 out to go to get Jared Jones his first win of his major league career. 0-1 counts on the curveball. 2-1 pitch incoming. Hard foul ball. That moves the count to 2-2. 1 strike away from Jared Jones' first win. Can the Pirates hold on? That's going to tie the ball game. Throw is offline. Arebu blows Jared Jones' first win. I want the win. I'm batting. Christian Walker up to bat here. Just foul. Almost caught the plate there. Way ahead of that slurve. Looks like he reaches 95 on the slurve. Does not throw a fastball. Interesting. Is that going to get down? I don't think it is. Jazz is going to get to it. 1 away. I like this pitcher. Keep him in. Do not pull him. Runner at first. What do we got for speed over there? 55. Let's call timeouts. Let's look at what we have here in substitutions. Switch this way. We have a 77. 76. Who would I rather play? Olivares. All right. Henry Davis, 2 for 3 today. There's another base hit. Going to hold him at second, though. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Brings up O'Neal Cruz, who's 1 for 3 today with a homer. I believe he had a home run earlier. That's going to get through. We're going to try to get the win here. Pirates walk it off. 4-3 ball game. Cruz with the RBI to win the game. Hope this is a hint of more to come. Yeah, Cruz did hit his 6th home run of the season. 2 RBIs. He's up to 13. Henry Davis had the other run batted in for us. Looks like an RBI is missing there. Oh, yeah, we had a run on an error as well. That's right. But Jones with a great outing. Amazing outing. 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 6 2/3. We just don't have a closer. But after a tough last episode, we've started this episode 3-1. Let's see how we can finish off against the Marlins here in this series. The Marlins defeat us 3-1. The next day, the Marlins defeat us 5-2. The Pirates end up losing to the Reds 5-8. The next day, we win 5-1, followed by an 0-3 loss. Let's take a look at the box score there. Who was pitching? Jones again. Jones gives up 3 runs this time, 0 run support. Gets his 5th loss of the season. And it's scouting day. Let's see what happened with the guys that we took a look at here. Joel here moving up our board. He's at 14th. I don't remember what he was earlier. Might have been 10th though. It's just no power, a lot of speed potentially, good at stealing, contact guy, hitting for average, shortstop. Not necessarily a good prospect for DH. Could play second base or third base. We got a lot in that area. Really was hoping to see somebody that could come in as an outfielder. We'll keep on scouting. Starting pitcher here, Randall Lyons. Hits per 9, strikeouts per 9. Not very attractive. Everything else looks very good. Fielding wise, don't really worry about that much with a pitcher. Or I don't, at least. He's looking pretty decent. I kind of want to finish off that profile on both of these. We did discover one prospect, and he ends up being on our board. Potentials sucks, though. This potential sucks. We're going to move to outfield in, let's go east this time. We'll leave it at that, and that's got to be close to we got to make a decision on that top pick and start doing some wider scouting after that. One thing we did kind of gloss over here, let's look at the box score of this. In Hernandez's 2nd outing, he goes 7 innings, gives up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. His ERA is 1.28. He is 2-0 for his career. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's exciting. The Reds end up taking 3 out of 4. This month, not looking much better. We do get a win against the Astros here, 7-1. Avedo with 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run. Gotta love that. The bats came alive here. Why is Jeb playing so much? There's Cruz. Okay, 221. So his average is jumping a little bit. Move through here a little bit quicker. We take 2 in a row against the Astros, going for the sweep, and we are not able to. We lose 7-9, but take 2 out of 3. 19-25 at this point. 5 games out of the wild card, 9 games out of first place. We got only a handful of teams below us in the National League. Pirates beat the Orioles 4-1, and there's a win for Jared Jones. 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts. He was sick of it. He had to get a win. I love it. The next day, we end up winning again, 6-5. This time, not Blake Snell. Mitch Keller gets his 4th win of the year. And the bats, not too bad. 9 hits. You'd like to see a little bit more than that, but we scored 6 runs on 9 hits. That's great in my book. Home run from Brian Hayes, who is stepping up this year. That's not going overlooked. I am not missing that storyline. And we've moved out of last place. Look at that. 8 games back, 4.5 on the wild card. We're 4 games out of 500 there. Let's take a look at some player stats here. Leading the team in batting is Kirilloff, who has stayed on his hot streak since joining us. Not playing enough games, Olivares. So we'll jump to Reynolds here, 294. Love it. Davis, 294. Awesome year. Seeing some progression from him. Reynolds, we're seeing some declining, but it's in areas that doesn't scare me too much. So I think he's going to float around there for a couple years. Brian Hayes having a great year average-wise, his best out of these full seasons that he's played so far. 9 home runs already. Pretty good pace for him. On-base percentage, I'd like to see it a little bit higher, but we will live with it. Sawinski, 273, still showing a huge improvement from last year. Everything's declining, though. I don't understand that. I do not understand why he would be declining like that. Triolo, 271. Not too bad. That 323 on-base percentage is what I like to see there. 13 walks so far this year. Not going to get much power from him, but that's what we expected. Langford's not playing every day anymore. We're seeing some declining on him. Not sure if we stunted his growth or not, but just wasn't playing good enough to get him on the field above Kirilloff or Triolo at DH. That might change. Bay not doing too bad, 255. Cruz is starting to get his average up there. We see Christian Walker on a cold streak. He is improving contact against lefties, though. Kind of interesting. And he's an 81 now. I think he was an 84 when we signed him. Just 7 years in the league, 34 years old, never hit his A potential. I don't understand the regression. I don't understand the logic in the game. If anybody knows, let me know. It just seems too early for me to see regression this hard on a player who had an average year compared to his previous years last season. I don't get it. I don't get it. As far as the pitching rotation here, Keller doing pretty good, 3.3 ERA. Avedo is our ace right now. Skeens 4-3 this year, 585. Just not improving enough. Not improving enough. Manuel Hernandez, gotta love it. 73 overall. Much better stats than anyone else on the team right now. Only 2 starts. Let's not get too excited. 20 innings pitched, though. Oh, 3 starts, 2 wins. That's pretty good. And Jared Jones in 10 starts this year is 1-5, 4.29 ERA, 62 strikeouts in 56 innings pitched. We're getting what we wanted out of him in the last 3 weeks or so. He's on a hot streak. So far, the bullpen is doing decent. I mean, they could just rough ERAs out here. We improved it. It is better than last year. Is it good enough for the playoffs? Probably not yet. We're going to get into this last game here. Finish off the episode against the Orioles. Vado starts with a strike right down the middle. Got the lower half of the plate, though. 0-1 pitch. Oh, we're getting the low calls today. See if that continues. That plays right into the way we pitch. 0-2 count. Fouled off. Doesn't matter what you throw at these guys. You're gonna have like a 9-10 pitch at bat here. And then he'll look at a pitch that he should have swung at with 1 strike. With 1 ball and 2 strikes, you got to swing at that. Austin Hayes up to bat here second. Vado can't handle that. Cruz does. Throw to first. 2 away. 0-2 pitch again. Fastball bottom left corner. Oh, inside bottom corner. How do you say that? What's the right way to say that? We'll go to the bottom of the first. 1-2-3 there. Go the Orioles. Bay leading off. He's batting .255, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. On base plus slugging almost at 700. Just an ideal leadoff man. Look at that little bloop base hit. Perfect. Just slaps the ball the other direction. Nice start. One of the big things I wanted to do this year was be a little more aggressive on the base paths. That's why we have him leading off with a 96 speed. He's going on the first pitch. He's going to be in there easily. 0-1 count, runner at second, nobody out, bottom of the first. Triolo up to bat here. Bay's 5th stolen base of the year. Pretty sure 3 of them were while I've been playing. That's going to be a good strike too, 0-2. Orioles are 24-22 so far this year. And us, the Pirates, we're fighting to get back to 500. That's low, 1-2. That's going to get caught by the left fielder. We're going to tag on it because he was playing a little lazy there. We get to third. 1 out, runner at third. There's a look at the lineup. Rodriguez not a regular starter in the game today. Olivares not a regular starter. Everyone else. Look at Cruz creeping up to 238. Is the 9-hole the magic spot for him? Brian Reynolds up to bat here, batting .294 for the year. Runner at third. Chance to get an early RBI. If that stays fair, that's going to be 2 RBIs. Home run Reynolds. 2-0 Pirates. That was pretty. Look at this. Just stays fair. Love it. Almost left the stadium. That brings up Zawinski. 273 on the year. Loves hitting right-handers. Fouls off the fastball. Just late on that swing. 0-1 count. To first base. That'll be 2 away. Langford, 262 this year. No home runs. 6 RBIs. You know, he hits for average pretty well, but with the Kirilloff trade, had to play him. Trying to win this year. Langford's still the future of our outfield, I think. I want to have the team be competitive so that these young guys learn how to win. I just don't think it's wise to be a team that doesn't compete for 4 years and just expect these guys to know how to win when the time comes for their turn. So you'll see us slow roll these players up to the big leagues, mixed in with some veterans. I'm going to lean prospect heavy long term, but to get us there, we're going to need some players like Walker, Kirilloff, Reynolds, Hayes, those type of guys. And that's a walk for Langford. Here he is. He's got his average up to 322. Newest member of the team. Fouls it off. Squares that one up, but that's going to be fielded in center field. They'll retire the side, but not before the Pirates take a 2-0 lead off the Brian Reynolds 2-run blast. Try the 1-2 pitch here. Leaves that a little high. Kirilloff's able to field it 1 away. Leaves that one up a little high. Reynolds is able to field it, though. 2 away. Another nice slapped base hit by Bay. Bases loaded for Triolo. Love that kid. Just a base hit machine. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Takes what the pitchers give him. It's making it real complicated for the younger players on this team. Triolo up to bat here. Playing third base today. That's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Let's go, Bucks. Ground ball to third base. They're able to turn 2 and get out of the bases loaded jam. Triolo. That's a fly ball to Reynolds. That's going to stay in the park. It is. 1 away in the third. Jackson Holiday batting 201, 4 home runs. You know, feast or famine, it looks like, for this lineup here. A lot of guys batting 300 and then guys flirting with the 200s there. 2 away. Jordan Westberg, 247, their 9-hole. 1-0 count. But he is batting 300 and over his last 30 at-bats, it looks like. Zawinski gets this fly ball, a pretty quick inning. 9 up, 9 down. And there's the first base hit of the game for Baltimore. Throw one in the dirt. Nope, that didn't get in the dirt. Cruz can field it, flips to second, Bay over to first. Double play ends the top of the fourth. First jam of the game. That's what we like to see pop up. Should be an infield fly roll. Triolo will still field it. 1 away. Now a ground ball could get us out of this inning. Mullins up to bat here. Yep, that ball went out. That's what the ump said. Ball 1. Swings through the slider. 1-1 count. Mullins thinks there's a hole in his bat. That's a nice foul ball. 1-2. Curveball, ground ball to Cruz. He fields it, throws to Bay, but he throws it into the outfield. Reynolds comes up and throws to the wrong base. O'Neal Cruz. Now, I've tried to adjust the settings where you just push the button and you can't overthrow it like that, and it says that that's what I have the settings to. So I don't know if something changed this year in the game, but I can't find the setting. I have it set correctly on player lock, but I've tried a few things and just can't figure it out. So it's confusing if that was on me or on Cruz's player ratings there. But that's a deep fly ball. It's probably going to get over Reynolds' head. It does not, but it'll score a run and tie the game. All because of the error by Cruz. What a tough sport. Oviedo having one of his best outings of the year. Somewhat ruined by a routine play by Cruz thrown into the outfield. We get through it. Tie ball game. Going to the bottom of the fifth. Low. He's lost it. Lost his confidence when Cruz threw it into the outfield. 1-1 pitch, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Hard hit. Reynolds going back. Tries to cut it off. Unable to. That's going to score 2 runs. Henderson's going to try to advance to third, and he does. 4-2 Baltimore. 1 for 2 today. O'Neal Cruz up to bat here for the 3rd time. Inside, ball 1. Was a borderline pitch, but I thought it was way farther inside than it was. Should not have swung at that, but that's going to get down and score a run. 3-5. Another hard hit. Look at this. Are you kidding me? If this doesn't sum up our franchise so far, I don't know what does. Ricochets off Anderson's glove over to Holiday for the out on perfect timing. And another good hit, better defense. We lose the game 10-3. That's where we're going to end this episode. Wanting to see maybe a better month than it has been so far. We are 7-7, should have won that game. Cruz just threw it away, causing us to struggle a little bit there. We are going to do scouting to begin the next episode. Gosh, rough. Getting frustrated. Need some time to regroup and rethink. I'm Sox Way Up. Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you on the next episode.